But then that's not what we're talking about.
I have always said the two of them should go there to go and think of learn how to pick their leaders.
Just, to deviate a bit, come think of it, is going on a 3-day tour, to understudy things over there. He hasn't even said anything about his running mate.
Yeah, but that's to tell you that also if he's been voted as president, whenever he's going to come up with a policy, he will have to travel out to one country or another to go and learn how to come up with that policy. That's to tell you that we are going to be having policy tourism, not health tourism. Because this time,
I just remember
it's an issue.
No, it might not even be the case if he becomes president, but probably maybe that's a strategy. That could be a strategy. Our president has been traveling since he got into power today.
They always say that
the way the night will,
the way the evening will be, you will have known right from the morning.
Okay, back to what I asked you, Dr. Dayo.
So somebody who have been now going for 3 months tourism, 6 months tourism abroad, now say he wants to be the governor, or he wants to be a senator, or he wants to be the president. You will know that by the time he gets there too, he will be spending our money on our tourism. But back to that place.
Exactly, back to the APC camp.
Yeah, first of all, say in the
lifetime mode, of course.
Now, you see, between you and me, two options are open for Atiku. All right? One, if I were him, I will try as much as possible and bring back Peter Obi to PDP. Because either we like it or not, he too is having his followers.
I'm not making the possibility of that since it's already in the Labour Party. There
is nothing impossible. There was one in Lagos State that left PDP after 2 weeks when Jandor was given the tickets. Then not took a bold step. He went to him. He said, "Oh, Benny, you can't go. I won't allow you to go. You have to come back here because this is where you belong." And he went to his office. He didn't invite him to his own office. He took it upon himself to go to his office. And you are behold, the guy is back in Lagos PDP. So, Atiku 2 can do such. I will be very, very happy if he can do that. That's one. Two, I'm not saying he should now automatically become the running mate. At least he will be able to also have a say.
Because he has his last followers.
Yeah, he will also have a say. Because he too is having, don't say large, because large is not social media. Well, but at least one way or the other, he's having he has followership. He has a base. So I will say he has a base, not a large base. Because you cannot determine what a large base is until after the election. Okay? Two, Wike is another factor in PDP. Either you like it or not. Interestingly, he came second. With that large number of votes. I never believed.
At first attempt.
I never believed Wike can get that.
And he would have probably won if Tamboa didn't step down.
Well,
thank God you use that word probably.
Because it may still not have been.
It might be tight. But it will honestly speaking, with Atiku's political dexterity.
It may still not have won that.
The reason is Tamboa from Northwest had 193 delegates, from that region. And
so who is telling you all those who are
I'm not saying all 193
voted for?
I'm not saying all 193, but if there was a split, or if
it will only be tight between it will be tight between the two of them. Yeah, it won't be a landslide.
It's really a landslide
like that. It was. So the issue now is, if only it can bring up Wike, let Wike also have a big say in who becomes the vice.
The PDP Advisory Council is reportedly set to have given the nod to Wike.
But then also that same news said they are meeting today.
Yes.
So which one do you believe? We just have to wait. We just have to wait till Thursday. Now, if Wike, some people are arguing that Wike is too abrasive. Wike is too this, Wike is too that.
Not presidential material.
But between you and me, that is, I know you will know it.
Of course, I was looking for a translation.
Yeah? You are waiting?
Yeah.
on what now? What are you going to give me back?
Probably you should be
Okay, now,
someone to translate
because of the listeners, I will interpret it. When you wrap a soap with leaf, after a while, that leaf will be part of
the soap.
That soap. It will enter that soap. So if somebody like Atiku can have Wike, I think with Atiku's gentleman mien, it can also rub off. It will even definitely rub off on Wike after a while, and then it will definitely could calm down. You know that Wike has always been in that region, and then you know the nature of people in that region. It's just like onions. When you cut these onions planted in Nigeria, when you cut it, it will be making your eyes to drop water. But this same onion, go and plant it elsewhere, in maybe America or in UK or in France. When you cut it, it will not make your eyes to shed tears. You understand what I'm saying? That is, that the soil of that place has changed its nature and character. So if Wike can be made the running mate to Atiku, peradventure, the relationship with Atiku, and then the office in Abuja, away from that area, will also rub off on his nature and character.
But then looking at it,
but then come to APC.
Okay.
Come to APC. Some people have been coming up with some names, but those names, they are Muslims. Okay, and because of that, some people are now going back to what happened during Abiola Kingibe era, and that's why I decided to go that extra length to come up with that history, to come up with that necessity of that time, which is different from now. Then when you also look at our enlightenment, our exposure, the way we look at these primordial things in coming up with leaders, you're going to see that this present moment is more elaborate than then. So I will not advise Tinubu to come up with another Muslim as a running mate.
Okay, but that talks of some few Christians there, Simon Lalong of Plato, for example.
Yeah, then you know, when I was talking about Obi, when I was talking about Wike, I said they have followers. When you're talking of Solomon Lalong, how many followers
does he have?
Is he having? When you talk Zulum, honestly speaking, Zulum will have been the best for him. But then, what is his national followership base?
How about the second runner-up for the convention? That's person of the Minister of Transportation, Amechi. He was, of course, if you want to judge it from the way you judge the PDP issue about
listen,
although it was a landslide, but he was second over the vice president.
If he should go and pick Amechi as his running mate, that is the beginning of his going to retirement.
The reason?
Good. That is South ticket. South ticket. The Northerners will not agree.
But looking at it,
the Northerners will not agree. It is different from that era of Pa Obafemi Awolowo when he went to pick Philip Umuadi. South ticket. It's different.
Just as we wrap
from
up,
this time.
Just as we wrap up, I mean, Atiku is from the northeast, and when you talk about the north, the numbers are in the northwest and northeast. Now, APC have the dilemma of dividing the votes. It's all about the block votes. Do they go for someone from the northeast or they go from the northwest?
You see, you don't look at northern votes like that.
Okay.
A northerner is a northerner. They don't look at this, whether even Muslim, Christian, they don't. It is here that we talk mostly about Muslim, Christian. There's probably in Kaduna,
Kaduna
because
has
of the
been
do you understand? Because of
Northern
that
and
demarcation of territory there. When it comes to the north, they don't usually look at whether Christian or Muslim. But one thing is going for Tinubu in the north. During the run up to the primaries,
yes,
he made a lot of inroads by giving a lot of stomach infrastructure facilities, by meeting some of their governors, by convincing so many of them, by even taking his colloquium to that place.
Yes.
Do you understand? Those are political gimmicks which he had used over the time to garner support there.
Dr. Dayo, we do not have so much time, but probably just wrap up. 30 seconds, Dr. Dayo.
Anyway,
yes, you can do that.
In wrapping up,
yes, sure.
Nigerians should open their eyes this time around. Don't let us be deceived. Let us pick leaders that are well prepared. Leaders that are well prepared, not those that will now be learning when on the job.
Okay.
We need someone that on the day of swearing in, he will just hit the ground right away towards emancipation and economic development of our nation.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Dr.
you.
Dayo Kayode, for sharing your thoughts on these conversations. Well, that was Dr. Dayo Kayode in the studio with us, and in his words, let us pick leaders that are well prepared and not those that will be learning on the job. We cannot afford to put Nigeria in that state right now. And I also say this, as I like to say, a lot of campaigns on social media, they are not bad, but do not forget, elections are not won on social media. It's very important you get your permanent voters cards. When it's time to vote, you go out to vote. Vote with your conscience. Do not sell your vote. Ensure your votes are counted. Protect your vote. And also be part of the grassroots politics, because it all starts from there. We'll take a short break now. Coming up next is the morning motivation segment. We'll be right back.